Hey Leo, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your June 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Leo, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. I just saw the Two of Swords. You could be right now at a stalemate. For some of you, just ignoring what's going on around you, ignoring a person. You have the card of Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Maybe you're ignoring love right now. Okay. So, you have the card of sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out, as well as self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So right now you could be working on yourself, focusing on you, but you may be watching someone, keeping your eye on someone, or someone is doing this to you. You have the Seven of Cups as your overall energy. This could be a card of options, figuring out how do you feel about something. It could also be a card of confusion. So currently you have the Page of Wands. I feel like that plays well with the self-indulgence card. Page of Wands is normally a card of communication, expressing your desires. Maybe there's something that you want to do and you're communicating about that. It's good news. It is also a card of somebody who is living in the moment. You have the Nine of Pentacles as your challenge. So it might be a challenge right now if you're single. It could be that it's a challenge to get back to this place of being self-reliant. Maybe you're finding this focus on self a little bit difficult. Let's see. You have the Strength card. That's you. It's all happening because of you. So there is some sort of strength, bravery, and courage that you had to prepare yourself, propel yourself in a direction here. But there might be a little bit moments of, but what, or can I? This might be a moment right now in which you are focusing on being more self-reliant, on being more independent. Not that you're not already, but I don't know, for some of you, you feel like you're not where you want to be yet. In the past, Four of Wands, something to do with the home, your sense of security, stability, your sense of belonging. High Priestess is on your mind, a card of intuition. It is also a card of inner knowing. And you, I love this. Love this for you because the Sun card is a Leo card. So this reading is all happening because of you. The outcome is you. And the Sun card is happiness, clarity, a new beginning. It's the sun is shining. It's you. I love it. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Leo? You have the Emperor, Aries energy, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, Ace of Cups at the bottom. So you might have options here. Maybe you feel like you're standing in your power with this whole shadow work, self-worth, focus on self, and you're seeing that you're getting what you want. Maybe you have a lot to choose from. Maybe you want to start something new. I don't know if you receive some sort of message or something is said here that I also feel like a sense of it feels good. All right, let's just keep going. What is this Page of Wands? Four of Cups, Page of Swords. I'm not even surprised because that's the spy, that's the watching, the looking, and you already have that card come out in the Oracle. And then the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's something here that I feel like feels good to you. I'm not exactly sure what it is. And maybe it hasn't even happened yet. But it is something that you're wondering if, will this bring harmony, union into my life? You could be reminiscing about things of the past. For some, a soulmate connection. For some of you, someone is going to express that you are a missed opportunity or vice versa. I also feel like there is a looking at what was missed. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here as the challenge? Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Five of Swords. Because you might feel jaded. Ten of Swords at the bottom. You worked on something, a marriage, a commitment. Hierophant can also be like contracts, a company, corporation, values, rules. I think you followed through with something and you feel like you got stabbed in the back. Like you can't trust someone or something. Really? No sound? Ah, shit. Let me see. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Okay. For some of you, you feel like you had to do everything on your own. For some of you, you feel cheated by an opportunity, or there was an opportunity for you. You feel like that was taken away. Like somebody had a different agenda. For some of you, you feel alone in something, or you did. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're wanting to accomplish something greater, but something is in the way. Good morning. Pharaoh, did you change your name? Just wondering if it's the same Pharaoh. What is the Strength card? Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, Gemini energy, the Eight of Pentacles, Hermit, Virgo. Yeah, there seems to be something where either you were working together with someone on something, whether it was a relationship or a work project or whatever. And I almost feel like it could have been someone else's idea. You pushed through, but something left you feeling either empty or like, I don't know. I don't know about this. Oh, first time here? Okay. Welcome. All right, so you have the Fool card, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So in the past, you took a leap of faith. You left the past in the past. You moved beyond, I don't know, drama, mind games, whatever it was. Just moved on to calmer waters. You felt good. You tried to establish this sense of security. You made decisions based on where you felt secure, based on, you know, what it is you're trying to build for yourself. Great. But clearly, something here happened. I almost feel like somebody messed it up. What is the High Priestess? Oh, did you? Well, then welcome back. Okay, I can't see the photo on here. I only just see the name. Good, I'm glad it's resonating. King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. You could be King of Cups. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You might have it in your chart. Doesn't have to be. I feel like it was very clear what it is you wanted to invest in. Where you wanted to put your time and energy into. You were more than willing to take on that role, whatever came, whatever. If it kept you busy, you were there. Very loyal, very, like it just, something here made sense. I also feel like a sense of, why am I the only one that knows between right and wrong and everyone else does not? Why is it that I'm doing the right thing and other people cannot do the right thing? I also feel like the more you invested in something, the more it seemed like you had to do more. Let's say it's a relationship. You're investing in that relationship and it's like, well, why do I have more to do now? Why isn't this load also being carried by somebody else? If it's a work situation, it's giving your all into work, and then it just seems like it keeps piling onto you. Okay, what is this? For some of you, you've buried yourself into investing in a work situation, a relationship, whatever it is. And it really secluded you from yourself. For some of you, it was almost like a subconscious thing to bury your emotions. You also know that something is going to be an up and down if you continue to put your time and energy into this. Five of Wands, Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of masculine energy too, which is about providing, protecting, doing the work to attain something. There's probably competition, conflict, drama, arguments. I get a sense of, I don't even know how to explain it, but I get this sense of it's like as if somebody says to you, no, we're gonna make this work. This is the plan. This is how we're gonna do it. And then they don't follow through with that, or they don't do that, and you're like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like you're confused by someone's actions or people. I also feel like a part of you is kind of sitting back and just watching to see what's going to happen. Why is the Sun card here? Queen of Wands, the Hermit, the Seven of Wands. This is standing your ground. This is regaining your confidence, your mojo. That Seven of Wands is speaking volumes right now. Standing your ground, putting up boundaries, pushing away things that just do not align with the path that you want to be on, your happiness, or anything that does not bring you any sense of clarity. Don't want to deal with that. I also feel like there is a bit of, there might have been a bit of fear if you were to push away, if you were to not engage, if you were to say no to somebody or something, would that be in your favor? Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups. You have the Devil, Capricorn energy. Why is this here? Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card, Eight of Wands. This could have to do with family, legacy, long-term wealth. Ten of Pentacles is basically long-term security. And then the Justice is bringing that balance. For some of you, this is healing family issues, balancing that out. For some of you, you're taking care of your finances. Maybe you're realizing that you've spent too much, or your relationship with money isn't all that great. Feeling stuck, unsure, thinking, seeing things clearly. You're waiting on something here. I feel like you're unsure. I don't see, the Nine of Wands didn't come out, did it? I feel like there's a sense of skepticism here too. Why is the Temperance showing up? This being patient. Something might happen all of a sudden. Six of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Cups. Waiting. Why? Okay, why is the Three of Cups here? Hold on a second, Leo. Healing, working together. Somebody wants to come back around. For some of you, there is possibly a reconciliation. I almost feel like there is a moment where you step back because you're focusing on either healing your heart or putting your emotions into something that actually brings this sense of security for you, or that builds something that's long-term for you. That brings a sense of peace. There's something here that ends, some sort of chapter that closes, something significantly changes. It becomes very clear to someone, and that brings in stress, anxiety. For some of you, you're starting to realize that certain people in your environment are not good, are toxic, and they're people that you need to avoid. They're people that are just bringing disappointment or pain. focus, Leo. Hey, honey mustard. Yeah, there it is. 9 of Wands. I was waiting for this card. That's the card that I was like, where is this card? Because I feel like there's a sense of skepticism. 9 of Wands is also the wounded warrior. 3 of Wands. For some of you, you have a guard up because of heartache, pain. 8 of Cups, walking away, emotional detachment. 2 of Cups, the world, the Queen of Pentacles. There's something here that has become very difficult, and it's either working with somebody, it's either a relationship, it's things of the past. Because what you want, Queen of Pentacles, is that sense of security. What can you nurture that's going to bring in this 10 of Pentacles, that's going to bring in more wealth, that's going to bring a more sense of security? But at the same time, what is feeding that to you for you to create more of it? Because the feminine energy receives and creates more and multiplies. So what is being fed? So we all have masculine and feminine. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. What is being given to you? What is being given to you to help you create more of? So what are you consuming? Whether it's in the physical realm, food-wise, drink-wise, whether it's digitally, on social media, on TV, whether it's other people's attitudes, emotions, behaviors. I feel like what you are doing right now, Leo, is redirecting yourself, kind of doing like a cleansing. You want to listen to yourself more, whether it's listen to like your gut feeling, whether it's listening to your body and what you should be feeding it, whether it's, trusting yourself more, the whole listening to your gut. For some of you, you're realizing that in the past you've seen certain things or felt certain things about other people and you were right all along. Thanks, Reaction King. I'm glad you're here. And you said that there was no audio in the other video, and there was. By the way, Reaction King. Yeah, I feel like the cards that I'm pulling out are basically repeating everything that I just said. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Reaction King, if you're still in here. If you were in one of Tyler's videos, because I feel like he said your name. I'm not sure if I'm wrong or not. On one of his lives. All right, let's take out Oracle cards for you for advice and clarity. You have growth and workaholic. Let's see. So I'm going to read the story, but then in the short section, I will give the description and the little personal inquiry that it has. So let's start with growth. Grass is excited. He is ready to tell his best friend, Weed, that he's gay. But Weed reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. For years, he is turned down for jobs, and even when he applies for an apartment, Grass fights for the right to live where he wants and wins. But soon after he moves into his new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks him. In the hospital, his loved ones gathered, sharing stories of who Grass was to them. He dies, leaving behind his legacy of love and courage. This card is about warrior, peace, courage, taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, and teaching by example. So there is this sense of growth here for you, whatever it is that you're going through, been through, etc. And this legacy, I almost feel like it's a legacy that you're leaving for yourself. Where you can say, yeah, I stood up for myself. You see, here's the thing. Yeah, I was there at the same time. See, when you're Leo, right? Leo is the king of the jungle, is the heart of the zodiac. When Leo roars, everyone listens, right? That is the stereotypical explanation of Leo. I don't think that's the right word, but whatever. However, when we give so much of that heart, when the king becomes so much for the people, you kind of lose yourself. So I feel like this card of growth is about growth within yourself. Like, how can you look back and be like, oh yeah, I did this. This was great. Like a sense of satisfaction with yourself. All right, let's move on to the next card, which is Workaholic. I don't want to talk too much about it because then I'm going to miss the words that I have to say for the short section. Okay, so Workaholic. Brad Blueberry paints and paints and paints. He has no time for anything other than perfecting his art. An elder Blueberry reminds Brad that one day he will be old and shriveled too. So he'd better live life to the fullest. Brad takes the advice and discovers that having fun enriches and sharpens his art. He finds out that life is what makes work valuable. This card is about talent, fun, friends, feelings of inadequacy, transformation indicated, not being fulfilled by work, heeding warnings, refreshing your mind to improve your work. So both cards actually talked about, getting old and then the end. So Leo, is there a feeling of wasting time with something? I really want to say, because you have the High Priestess on your mind, and that's about intuition. So I do feel like there is this connection that you're having deeply with yourself to rediscover certain parts of you, to just really bring in that happiness. And you will, because the outcome was the Sun card, and that Sun card is you, and it is also a card of happiness. So keep on. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.